So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. These scenes brought to you from the Stade Louis II, one of the most easily distinguishable grounds in Europe. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Well, we're on the way. Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. That has put a stop to that. Tries to locate someone up front. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Tasil. Loose ball, who's going to get that? It's come... Adebayor! He could be in here. Has a pop! Save again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Big chance! We've got a goal! There is the breakthrough!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
Oh, they can break here. Closer! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Looks to bypass the midfield. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Shapes to shoot! Get that clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Finds himself eased off the ball. Good idea, just poorly executed. Receives it in a good... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Great lead! Goal! They have pulled themselves right back into it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked.
Has a pop! Fence has got rid of that. And there's the end of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Rudy drives it towards the front. Hits one! Away from immediate danger.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
So will they make it count again? Up to meet it! Harmlessly behind. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Placille could move up a gear here. He's looked long this time. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's got away. Chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Going for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. And that's been levered clear. Evra. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Push it over to the other flank. Hoists it forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Cuts it out. Almost nothing left on the clock here. Bremen look as though they are set to go out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Well weighted. He's gone for it! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And there goes the final whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it.
Milan emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Milan have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And that gets things running. Cuts it out. Luis Garcia. Xavi Alonso. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's got through to him. Chance to shoot. Plays it back. And he's there to cut it out. And it's played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Gets into a dangerous position. Forward it goes. Luis Garcia. Just brushed off the ball there. It's on its Goal!
Milan are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. They're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Cafu. Cisse. Defenders on the back foot. Well weighted. Danger averted for now. Lovely feet. Shapes to shoot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hamann. Luis Garcia. Foot in. Ball's out on the left now. And the counter is on. What an adventurous run from a defender. He gets past his man. Well read, he sorted that out. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking. There's a long ball. That's a decent ball. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And there's the end of the first half. And here we are. Off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. So, your views on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Milan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to...
He's gone for it! It's wide, but only just.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Luis Garcia. That had to be more accurate. Crespo. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good interception. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Gets it upfield.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Chance has a hit! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Liverpool have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Great lead! Really well-taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Milan grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Pirlo. Gerrard. Luis Garcia. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Nesta. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Looking to break out here. Cisse. Surely this is the last chance now. And that's a throw-in. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
It's a poor throw that, kicked off with relative ease. That's gone a long way up and away. Got a throw in. And that's it. Manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
Leverkusen emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Leverkusen have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So off we go then. Floats one over. Well positioned to make that interception. Perez hoists it forward. And it's played forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Ashley Cole. Good take, and he has a pop! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. It was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Gets it back. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Forward it goes. They've managed to get it away. Gets it back. Now chance! They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Berbatov. Big chance!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Leverkusen go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Forward it goes. Now the counter. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And it's played forward. It's a goal kick. And the first half is done. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Leverkusen head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. Here we go again. No reported change to either side during the break. Oh, good ball. He's gone for it! effort, but no way through. Plays it out to the flank. He's had that put on, going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. It's a throw-in. Across the field it goes. And the shot! Great leap! Just off target.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Tries to get it forward quickly. That's been won straight back. Berbatov. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Shapes to shoot. So close to drawing level.
Oh, you can't hide away from how important that was.
Berbatov.
Leverkusen can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Oh, great ball! So that's it. It is all over. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. And Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off. For me, they were persistent and ruthless.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So off we go then. Yakuba. He could be in here. Dejan Stankovic! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets up to head it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Cuts it out. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Deftly done. And he's there to hoof it away. Strong punch. Has a pop! Away from immediate danger. Massive leap! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Yeri. Good ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And the counter is on. Adriano. He's pinged one through here. Real chance! In it goes! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Adriano. Tries to get it forward quickly. Goes long. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Cordoba. Hoists it forward. Oh, really good feet from him. Could move up a gear here. And the first half is done. We'll back on the first 45 minutes.
Oh, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we're off again. No reported change to either side during the break. Done very well to intervene. Zidane. Zanetti. Dejan Stankovic. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Beckham. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Looks to thread it through. There are a few waiting for it. And he just whacks it away. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Towering header! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gets it back. And it's played forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Madrid keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny.
He's had a goal! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter. So introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He spotted the run and played him through. Shooting chance! And a second time! He scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming. Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Forward it goes. 4 added minutes on the board. Surely. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Kept it out, that's a great save. And that is it, the referee has seen it up. Demolition, destruction, annihilation, they simply ran away with it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind the ball. Doing the ugly stuff, that's what gets you clean sheets and wins.
Welcome everybody to our continued live coverage of these group stages. We have for you a game of great intrigue and indeed great consequence. The group's taking shape nicely now, and we're already seeing who is likely to make the knockout rounds. Are we to see another team become yet another statistic here, or somehow fight themselves out of a nasty predicament, avoid defeat and keep their hopes alive? It is time to focus, get on with the job, and see what transpires both here and indeed elsewhere. Truly, this really is a quite wonderful stadium, located here at the foot of the Alps. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Hoists it forward. Ibrahimovic, it's found its way to him. Cuts it out. Emerson. Chance, has a hit! Goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on. This could be rather exciting.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Torneo take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Oh, look, this is just what the fans wanted, and now that they're celebrating the opener, I think they'll want to see their team make all the running from here.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Plays it out to the flank. This could fall anywhere. He gets past his man. Real chance! Back of the net! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
For goal!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Ibrahimovic! It's broken loose. It's gone a long way up and away. Emerson, he's had a go! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Fantastic excitement towards the end of the half there, and a last-minute chance that really should have been converted. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Torneo go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Del Piero. Torneo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Keeper sends it forward. Looking to break out here. Has a pop! Goal! Oh my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
And they've been... Has a pop! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Torneo go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Del Piero. Chip through. Ibrahimovic! Tries to get it forward quickly. Going through. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Del Piero. He's pinged one through here. He's had that put on a plate. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Torneo always looked the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the results. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Torneo were very impressive here, Peter. The backbone of this team is so strong, and it proved to be the decisive area.
Chelsea have just one thing on their minds, and that is to ensure that that coveted place in the knockout stages is theirs after 90 minutes. They have the luxury of knowing it is in their own hands. 3 points would be plenty to see them through. However, anything less than that, and it could become precarious. The look on the faces of the players, nothing but utterly focused. They know what they have to do. A big performance now will count. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Chelsea are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
So we're up and running. He goes long. And that's been levered clear. And that has been clubbed away. Drogba! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona get it back again. That's been won straight back. Belletti. Xavi. Goes for goal! And somehow it stayed out. Terry hoists it forward. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And the ball is out of play. Forward it goes. Ronaldinho. That intervention was very necessary. The win here is so important to them. He's had a goal! What an adventurous run from a defender. Heads it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Xavi. Belletti. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
Chelsea really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'd be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He's gone for it! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Thiago Motta! And it's played forward. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Thiago Motta. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Thiago Motta. Thiago. He's had the Drogba! It's anyone's ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gets it upfield. Gets the better of his man.
Chelsea merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Oh, he's found him in space.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for...
Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Tries to get it forward quickly. And there goes the final whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team, so the midfield four in particular are keen to get on the front foot and play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Plays it long. Cleared away. Corner given. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Pepe. George. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. And here's the chance to counter. He's picked him out. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Floats one over. Towering header! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
It's offside. Yes, it is. George. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gets it upfield. He's got through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That has put a stop to that. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hits one! place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. There's the whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. Hoists it forward. Van Bommel. And the shot! They've done it! The second half sparked straight into life.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Pepe. And he's on a charge. Could cross it here. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
They get a throw in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Play for a throw. Pepe. Gets into some space. Gets up to head it! Oh, not the best of headers. Looks to bypass the midfield. There's a long ball. And he's onside. Looking for a decent ball in.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, they approached this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remain true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Truly, this is a remarkable stadium, the Allianz Arena, a symbol of cutting-edge technology and architectural perfection. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
And we're underway. Hoists it high. That's a decent ball. And that's been levered clear. Has a pop! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
Look at the defender bombing forward. Knocks it away. This could spell danger. And the shot! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Gets up to head it! They score! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Forward it goes. Out to the left it goes. Oh, really good feet from him. Time to deliver. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Finds himself eased off the ball. No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. Quick glance at goal. Now a chance to break. He goes long. And that's been levered clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Munich are leading with half-time drawing close. We can get that clear. Tries to get some whip on it. Now the counter. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Munich were in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again.
Munich really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's picked him out. Well, the first goal came from this. Towering header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Could move up a gear here. Floats one over. Well positioned to make that interception.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptations...
It's one! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken...
Hits one! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
Has a goal! And that could come back to haunt them. Time for a change in personnel. 2 changes being made right now. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
To a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Clears it out of harm's way. And the referee brings it to a close. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it. But that was enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.